Hey guys, it's me, Harmony Blazinski, and welcome to another live stream. Today we will be showing all the new puppets, as well as this week's sponsors. We're gonna be showing the sponsors first of this live stream. Hello, Skylar, Keen. Anyways, I'm going to go through all the sponsors. There are 5 for this week. I still have one more bead string puppet to make. That's all I'm gonna say before I get around to showing these. Um, so we first have this one right here. So we got this one right here. Honestly, I haven't really but yeah, this channel is doing pretty well. Now at 1K, that's definitely good. Usually no one else comes and joins until like much later in the live stream, which is honestly pretty fair. So yeah. Looks like they have another update for live stream, which is not when isn't honestly not really surprising to be honest. Um So yeah, here's this one. This is one of this is one of the sponsors. So of course about my project over here. Haven't really started. I'm gonna have to like work on that some more. I mean, I need to get more moths and stuff like that. More wild looking things in nature. Um, then we got this puppet right here, which is another sponsor. And basically how the sponsors work is I actually do the bead strings every Sunday, and if somebody guesses the colors of another puppet that has already been made, then yeah. Hello, Daily Zahappy. Welcome. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, we got this one. Honestly, the week before this, there was no sponsors because nobody guessed colors that have already been used for puppets. So yeah, that which is usually a surprise. Oh, hello, Nuggets, Dragons, Joy, Joy, Joy. Welcome. Then we got this one right here, which is actually a Wings of Fire based dragon. So yeah, it's basically based off a Hive Wing. Somebody wanted me to make like this bee theme, and I was like, I could not think of how to do a bee theme, and this is kind of what I ended up doing. So this is kind of just a no-see, based off of Wings of Fire, basically, to put it simply. So yeah, we got this one right here. So honestly, this is probably, I wouldn't say it's one of my most detailed ones. Could be more detailed, honestly. So yeah, that's another one right there. And we're gonna get the next puppet. Hang on, give me a minute. I gotta fix the bend. Sorry, I dropped my phone. So here we go. Definitely not a most detailed one, to be honest. This one could have looked better, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, this is this one. Honestly looks really good. This is probably not one of my most detailed ones, to be honest. Could look better, honestly. So yeah. Oh god. He's trying to, slip away from behind. My floor is still covered in moss bits from when I was working on my project. Oh god. There we go. Sorry. So we got this one right here. Just the ones I just showed are all sponsors. Hello, Silly Snoot Plays, Roblox, welcome. No, you're not late. Hello, Kamau Adventures, welcome. I'm gonna take some time now, and I'm gonna show what my project looks so far. By the way, the only thing that's not glued on right now is the bird. I'm gonna try to just stay there. Stay there, birdie. So there's the bird. So the paper inside of it, it's white and stuff inside. You got the little bird right there. So this is what my project looks like so far. So yeah, that's all moss. There's still a lot on my floor, including just the little bits of hot glue on the floor, because I had to like do it on the floor, because it was getting too messy on my bed. So yeah, so I need to paint like the inside. There's like a lot that I still need to do, and I need to get more supplies. I do have the paints currently. And that's kind of just all I have that I'm gonna be able to do right now is paint. Oops. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna be able to do right now is just paint the project. Technically hot glue is only dangerous if you don't know how to use a hot glue gun, because like if you haven't used a hot glue gun before, you're more likely to get burned. And yes, it can be dangerous because it can give you a degree burn, but yeah. So I do have all the paint, which is supposed to look like the dirt colors from like nature. So it's just gonna be more like these dirt browns, which I'm gonna be I do need to work on the project some more tomorrow, to be honest. So yeah, but I only used hot glue because it would work better for the project, because if you try to use normal glue with moss, it's not gonna stick properly. That's the main reason. And yeah, I know how to like use a hot glue gun carefully. So yeah. So yeah, I got all these colors of brown, so I should be able to get around to painting that tomorrow. But I also have to like finish my essay for this project too tomorrow, because that's what's due tomorrow, but not like the project itself, not like this bit of the project, which is a visual aid basically. So I'll just leave paints where I've had them. I just need a little bit more moss on like the back, and then some. But yeah, I still have to paint and stuff, and yeah, it's a lot to do. But yeah, I still have to paint. I still have to add stuff, and I do need to get more supplies for the project. So, like as of right now, I'm not gonna be able to really work on it right now. And just to kind of give you all a hint what it is. Bro, he just fell over. He's like, nah. Sit. There we go. So, I mean, that's just to give a hint. I mean, obviously, that kind of just gives away what it is. Instead of, like, rocks and little mushrooms, like, all I have right now is I still have these little rocks. I did not use all the rocks. I still have the small mushrooms. I didn't use all those. I used the more realistic ones than the... Yeah, it's a fox den. Basically, I mean, I just looked up what one to look like, but obviously it does not look exactly like one. yeah, I tried to make it look like one. I can't say it looks exactly how one looks like in nature, but I mean, I guess you could just say it was sized differently or something. Um, and it will be more obvious once I add more nature stuff to it. Eventually I will be doing a final live stream of just like showing it. But it's just kind of some random thing I decided to show during this live stream. And I'll probably be doing that for a while. I don't know when the next update's gonna be, but yeah. So now we're gonna go back to the puppets after I talked about my project some. And then after that, the live stream will be ending. So we got this bead string right here, which is yellow, pink, orange. So yes, we're gonna get this puppet out. Oh god. This one kind of just reminds me of like a beach. Honestly. But yeah, there's a lot of work I have to do for Monday, which is tomorrow. Because I basically had to print off my project work and stuff, so yeah. So yeah, here's this one right here. Tomorrow is Sunday. I meant Monday. I'm a day ahead apparently. Tomorrow is Sunday. So yeah, as far as like my project goes, I will probably post another video when I do some more work to it, but right now I haven't done any more work since the day I was working on it. So yeah, so we're gonna go to the next one, which is a blue and yellow one. So yay. Honestly, I'm pretty tired. I don't know about y'all. So yeah, here's this one. So we're gonna get it. There you go. So this is kind of like an ocean themed one, I guess you could say. So it looks really cool, honestly. It could be better, but it actually looks pretty good. I mean, considering. I'd be surprised if I get any subscribers during this live stream, which, I mean, honestly, it'd be fine. I mean, it really just depends, I guess. So yeah, that's one side, of it. Then we're gonna go on to the other side, which is pretty, detailed if you ask me. Honestly, I just love how detailed some of these are. I'm getting better with adding more details to these, but I mean, I can't say all of them are like these super like detailed things. But yeah, like honestly, it could be a lot better. Yeah, but I actually could honestly tell, like, from my older puppets, like, lower down on my channel, I can actually see a difference between those ones and the current ones I'm making, which they look a lot better than those ones, to be honest. Which is out, honestly, that's pretty good. That just means that I'm getting better with, like, the skills and stuff. No, I mean, this is gonna always be my style, the cartoony style look. But it's definitely good that there's some progress being made as I make these. It's not like, wow, you're just making these puppets and you're not even getting better. Like, I am actually getting better, which is actually kind of amazing. Cause like, for me, who doesn't really do much on our channel, and for the how the puppets are like the most popular on this channel, like, that's pretty good. But honestly, I will be uploading a adopt me video later today. I don't know when, but it's gonna probably take a little longer to upload because it's about 14 minutes and a half, because it's honestly all about today's admin abuse and also the Christmas update combined, because I was able to get two of the pets today due to the between one of them being very cheap, which is the humbug, and then also having the and then I also was able to get the turtle doves. So I was able to get both those pets. So y'all can actually watch me do it, and my reactions to everything and stuff, which is pretty good. So yeah, anyways, back to the live stream and what I was doing. So right now we're showing the rainbow bead string, which is white, pink, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. Yeah, the turtle doves are actually honestly really cute. Honestly, I had to get them like right when I realized how cute they are. I'm just like, wow, those are extremely adorable. Don't mind that. There's paint in my clothes, but yeah. So, here's another one. So we got this one right here. I mean, I honestly really like how the eye drip looks on this one. It looks really cool this way. Kind of looks like, like a canvas board almost. It's definitely, this is like one of the best ones so far, in my opinion. It turned out pretty good. Honestly, this is probably one of the most detailed sides on this one. I will say that. So yeah, I will say I can definitely tell just how much better I'm getting at making these, and it's definitely just amazing to just kind of watch, me myself get better with something. I mean, it's like, when somebody says practice makes perfect, it that is really the truth. Like, when you practice and you work hard and and everything, like, you realize just like how good and how much better you've been getting at the talent that you've been doing for so long, and it's just like a really a good treat to just kind of just see how much better you're getting over the years on your channel. And honestly, that's kind of why when I first started, that's when I first started posting the puppets, and that's why some of my older looking ones, not as good, are at the very bottom of my channel when I first started. And it's just like, it's kind of like just wanted to like just show like how practice makes perfect really comes to be, and just how much better these things come. And it's just, it takes patience to do art, and that's definitely a fact for sure. And when you realize, as soon as you realize just how much patience it takes for art, that's when you'll realize that yeah, sure, there's some people are just like, I'm never gonna be good enough, and then it's like, when you say you're never gonna be good enough, you're never gonna get better, and it's like, Yeah, mindset's everything, like the little poster over there, and it's honestly the truth. It really is everything, because if you think about it, if you just sit there, believing you'll never get better, then you're not. Like, you're just gonna basically give up way too soon, and then you're just gonna think, oh yeah, I'm never gonna be good enough. And when you get the mindset, it's not gonna help you get better now, is it? So, like, moving your mindset to something like, yeah, I may not be good now, but I will get better in time. And it's like, you gotta keep that passion going. Even when people don't like, like your work at first, something really bad can go from something really bad to something like this, art wise. And it's like, you gotta really learn how to be, learn how to like keep that positive mindset throughout the whole time. Like, we got this one compared to this one, and obviously between the two rainbow ones, I mean, this one's the best. Which means the next time you do something, you realize what you did wrong the first time, and then you try to change. So that's kind of like this one, the feathers didn't really work well. So I did something different. I mean, I colored it this time, and it looks a lot better. So, I mean, that's just kind of like mindset's everything kind of thing. And it's like, you gotta like keep that mindset throughout the whole time you're doing art. And yeah, it may not be easy, but it's kind of just like the truth of it all. Just like for a while, I mean, I wasn't really good at drawing flowers, and then I started getting better at doing them, and we got this. That's pretty good. I mean, this is actually my first time trying to draw a dragon, and somebody looks like a dinosaur. Okay, I mean, that just tells me I need to get better at drawing them. Like, yeah. So yeah, and then we got kind of just, we're gonna go back to this. So we got a green, blue, and yellow one coming up. So yeah, so we're gonna go on to that one. And it's just. And honestly, this one looks really good. I love how well the vine did, and honestly, I mean, I think I could have done better on the vine, but it looks really good nonetheless. Like, the leaves look good. You can tell it's a vine. You could tell it's like a water, willow dragon kind of thing. You can tell that. And that's just what makes it so good and grand, is just like being able to see your work get better over the years is just, it's a treat, really. Because it's just like, honestly, I mean, it's just kind of like nice to just like talk about these puppets in, just a live stream for a little bit. And yeah. Hello, welcome, Behenziki. I can't even pronounce your name. Behenziki, Tagrian. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. So yeah, we got this one right here. So I love how this one turned out, I will say. So this is just one side. This was one of the most detailed sides of this one. I will say that. The next one's coming up. They're not going to be as detailed as the first few, but I will say, then we got this one right here, which is kind of like a, corrupted side almost. I tried my best to kind of show that. Oh god, I switch arms. So yeah, we got this little corrupted side, which looks really cool. So it's just kind of nice to kind of show all these, and it's nice. And just so y'all can really see these puppets, again and again, and it's just, that's why I started doing the sponsors with the bead strings and doing the bead strings, because then people can actually see stuff that, with the colors they like, and then also see the puppets they really like with the colors they like, and it works really well. I mean, especially for the puppet community, that's kind of just what I've realized, is just like, try to do some, things that just have never been seen before, because if you keep doing the same things as everybody else is doing. I mean, you're not gonna move anywhere because people have always seen that before at other channels, and they just like the original is always better kind of thing. And and when somebody sees something that's unique in like the puppet community, like it's gonna work really well because people are not just gonna sit here going, "Wow, that's boring." Like I've already seen that before. Because it's just kind of like the whole thing. Like when people have already seen something before in a community, honestly it gets boring after a while because people just keep seeing the same things over and over again. And it's like honestly, in my opinion, you should just be original. Um, like yeah, sure you can take inspiration from somebody else, sure. I'm not saying you can't. I'm just like saying it's just kind of like I'm just like making a point. I feel like a lot of people would rather see something original and new than, just, finding a channel like I've already seen that, or, go, oh, wow, that looks way too similar to another channel, and then guess what? You just don't move anywhere. And honestly, I've learned, like, if you just keep your passion going and, like, keep like not giving up and just trying to be as unique as possible, I mean you're going to do a lot better. I mean obviously you're not better than everybody else. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if you just try to be unique, then try to be like everybody else, you're gonna inspire the world. And it's just kind of like I've always learned that like doing stuff original, that's completely original, like my own original style. For example, for the puppets, like they look nothing like everybody else's puppets, like, and that's kind of why I make them look differently than most people. I mean, who else in the puppet community has seen somebody else do, at least cartoony ones? I'm not saying there's nobody in the community that has done cartoony ones, but I will say there's probably not as many people in the community that use colored paper, um, like I do. I mean, I still use markers. I mean, I'm not saying that. Like, I mean, I definitely still use, markers from time to time. I mean, most of the time, the only marker I use is a black Sharpie marker, for like extra details and stuff. I mean, that side is never gonna change. The fact that I'm always gonna have these puppets and just always make artwork, and it's just being unique kind of just gives it this almost this interesting thing. You don't just go onto my channel and go, wow, that's something I've already seen before. It makes the community look more boring, and it just looks like a bunch of people being each other. And it's like when you be original and you try to do something new, I'm not saying that, I mean, everybody has their own style in the Dragon Puppet community. I'm just saying there's, like, a lot that look similar in style and everything, but, I mean, it's just the diversity of styles in the puppet community is honestly, the paper puppet community is just honestly really cool. It's just nice to just kind of see other people's work for once. It's just, like, yeah. Um, Hello, Sarah Saville, 5499. Welcome. So yeah, this is actually the one I made today. So it's at the very top of my shorts, or the shorts feed. So it's pretty new. This one's the one I just made today. But, so yeah. So yeah, we got that one, and then we got one more bead string that I have already made. There we go. Hello, Camille Ventures. Hello, welcome. So here's another bead string, which is green, blue, and red. You can see the pattern a little bit. Honestly, while I was making the puppet earlier, I got a little paper cut, and also got one under my finger somewhere. It's paper. You're gonna get paper cuts from time to time. That's just how it is. Unfortunately. I guess I could say the paper decided to bite me. It's like it knew it was gonna be used in the craft, and it was like, oh no, 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 I don't want to die. Okay, that's obviously a joke. Obviously, Paper is not thinking that. Paper has no mind. It has no brain. It's just flat. So yeah, we got this one right here. And honestly, just trying to do different things. Like, I mean, yeah, honestly, all my puppets look similar, I will say. I mean, obviously not too similar, but they all look similar, honestly. Um, so it's just, I'm not saying they're like that similar. I mean, they just look similar. I mean, it's just kind of the way, I kind of work hard, and I never give up. I mean, there was actually a YouTuber that I used to like, but then I watched some, videos on them and then realized maybe they weren't as, of a good person, based on what they post. Because, I mean, yeah. But yeah, just some other YouTuber just, left after over a OC, I guess. But yeah. And we're not gonna get into that because not really my business to talk about it. And yeah, I don't really talk about, drama on YouTube, like, really ever. So. Because, that's just not what I do here. I just talk about games and just, like, maybe I'll talk about something that happens in the game that's kind of, um, crazy, but yeah, I never really talk about other YouTubers or anything because I mean honestly it's like who cares what they do kind of thing. If they do stuff you don't like, then just don't call it out because yeah. It's just best not to, because honestly, that's how drama starts. That's how rumors start on YouTube, because you can think one thing and then you realize that's not true, and guess what? You just started a rumor about some random YouTuber. So that it's just better not to. That's just me personally. Like, I never really agreed with people who make videos about other YouTubers because they do one little thing that they don't like. So it's like, yeah, sure. If it's a good reason for people to like talk about a YouTuber that's actually done wrong, or like the whole celeb situation with Roblox kind of thing. That's different, but yeah. Anyways, this is honestly the last bead string puppet I need to make, which means I have not made this one yet. I haven't got around to it yet, so I just haven't. I know a lot of people are like, why haven't you? It's the lack of time. I will say that. Plus, I have to work on editing my novel. I have to finish up my essay for my project because I have to get that turned in by tomorrow. And I do have to get my Fox Den replica finished by January because that's when presentations start, and it'll just be the end of the basically like a big test, basically. And yeah, I have a lot going on, so it's just like, but yeah, that's stuff that I show on the channel that's not really too personal. I'm not like one of those YouTubers that are like, oh, I'm gonna talk about my personal life. Like, technically it's not really anybody's business. Like, sure, I might talk about, some other things that might have happened in my life briefly, but I'm not gonna, like, go into details because it's like, yeah, that's oversharing, and I'm gonna be completely honest, it's not really a good idea to overshare on YouTube, mainly just because it's a safety concern, like, because you don't know what people could think. They could just think, oh, you're doing something bad, and then second thing people try to, like, hunt you down with the FBI, and they try to, like, find you, like, and just to get you arrested kind of thing. It's best not to overshare, because some things are just you should just be left unsaid. I mean, I'm not saying you can't vent on YouTube. I mean, of course you can vent, but, like, it's better to do it briefly, like, this is what happened, and, but then, there is some things that are just better to be said on YouTube, like, like the reason why you're taking a break, because you're having a very hard time mentally, like, it's honestly best not to, like, go into details, because that's definitely your personal business. All people need to know is you've been through a lot, and you need a break from YouTube. That's just kind of, like, my opinion. Like, I respect YouTubers that don't overshare, I'm not saying you can't overshare. I'm just saying it is a safety concern because you just don't know anybody on here, and you just never know, you know. But yeah, I mean, I'm only saying this because there was a YouTuber on here that kind of, I guess, overshared, and they're not on YouTube anymore. But yeah, this is the project I have to get finished. I still have to paint it and stuff. I have a lot of work to do. This next couple of weeks, honestly. So there might be a lot less videos. There might be none during this, the weekdays. It's just kind of that thing, I feel like that's something I should say because that's not really, like, too personal kind of thing. It's nothing that could get people concerned or anything because it's, like, one of those things. I mean, obviously, like, you can, honestly, I feel like if you're gonna, like, per se, like, say a lot more, like, about your personal life, I feel like you should just wait until you're able to do, members only, because it's, like, you're less likely for, people to, because, I mean, people are gonna see what kind of videos are there, and they're gonna know, okay, yeah, I'm not gonna do that, kind of thing. It's not that big of a deal, you know? But I mean, obviously, I'm nowhere close to being able to do the memberships or anything like that. I mean, I can't. I'm nowhere close to being able to do the actual, like, donations, like all that. I have to get more views and stuff like that. So that's just the unfortunate, sad truth. But yeah, honestly, I hope you all enjoyed this live stream because I'm going to end it now. Anyways, Harmony Blazinski, over and out. There's a random bat hanging there. Anyways, bye. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. That's silly. I forgot to do the top fans. I almost forgot to do that. Daily is happy at number 1. Kamel Adventures at number 2, Silly Snoop Plays Roblox at number 3, Inherited Hopes at number 4, and then, Nuggets Dragons Joy at number 5. Just realized I have 2 paper cuts. I have, like, one right here, and I have, like, one right there, unfortunately. And then we got Sarah Ville 599 at number 6, and then number 7 is B Henziki Tagrian at number 7. So yeah, yeah. And now that I've actually done that, now I can end the live stream. I hope y'all enjoyed today's live stream. Anyways, goodbye.